Welcome to the Kinkazoid podcast, where we give you your weekly dosage of nasty, freaky, kinky conversation and relationship too. Here's our host. It's your girl, Chase, the C. Hayes, how you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth. I'd be mad if you gave this slaughterhouse of a dick to another bitch. Yes, I would be very upset.
Y'all, it's your girl, Royal, no tagline necessary. Just recognize she's a queen. You see the headline. When I say it was a wet spot, I mean it was a wet spot. Like it was like all encompassing the entire bed or whatever, almost.
Hey, your boy Hubdusa, as they say, giving it to you from the front and the back. Nobody asked you what you like or what you feel works better. I said what works for me.
It's time to start the show. Let's get kinky. What's going on, you guys? Here's for another great episode.
Yep, let's go.
Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Here to get another little nasty, freaky, dirty. We chose like the greatest day of the week to do this podcast. You know, Sunday, the Lord's Day. Let's talk about kinky stuff.
Right.
Because that matches. That matches.
Exactly. It matches. You know.
Why not? Why not? Okay.
He said rest on this day. Well, yeah.
Well, because I know y'all be saying his name in bed.
Mm-hmm.
You nasties. I try not to disrespect him. I'm like, I know what I'm doing is wrong. He don't need to be included in this. Okay.
Well, what I'm doing is right because I'm married.
Yeah, you're married.
It is all in the right.
You can include it in all you want. My mother did that in her Bible study one time. Like I was listening to her Bible study and she was like, how many of y'all use his name when you ain't supposed to be using his name? And like, I was like, what kind of Bible study is this? What is the AARP plus? What's going on here? But anyways, it's your girl Chase Hayes. No matter how you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth because your baby daddy loves it so much. Oh my God, that's crazy.
You just add more things to it. Like, oh my God.
Listen, like, yes. I gotta add more things to it. You see how thick and juicy I am? If I don't add more, what's the point?
Hey, I hear you. It's your boy Hubdusa here. Always here to give it to you from the front and the back. And
he be giving it to his wife.
Mm-hmm.
To his wife. Okay.
Royal will be here right now. She's having some technical difficulties.
Speaking of the wife, speaking of the person missing in action, she's having some technical difficulties, and so am I, because I don't know why I'm like half my shoulder is not included in this video, but you know
it's a little too far back from the camera.
See, it's not. It's the same spot it is in every single week, week in, week out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe because the light isn't on me. I don't know. Whatever. And we're also live on TikTok. Ain't nobody here except for one person. Hey, one person. So yeah, that's
hey, one person.
That's all we got going on. Hey. What up, Reek? How are we doing today? Anyways, I was telling Hubdusa about this epic brawl that happened on the docks
of Alabama,
Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, where history has laid down, so have we gotten our reparations on the water. Okay, listen, I posted a video about it on my TikTok. It's brand new. In an hour,
I mean, I could post it.
Hey, if you want to listen, hey, show the fight, show it, because I done linked it. I sent it to you. I didn't send you part 2. The part 2 was the crazy one. That's when Uncle was slamming it, like slamming the chair against everybody's heads.
Oh shit!
That was the craziest part. Uncle was getting a little crazy with that chair. Who knew folded chairs, could be used outside of the catering? Hey,
can we hear? Can we? Hey, girl. Hey, can we hear you?
Just speak. Just speak. Just speak.
We hear you slamming on.
Just speak.
Say a word.
So can you not hear us? She can't hear us, but we can hear her. You can't hear us.
We didn't
I
hear
wish she would say something. I wish she would say if she can or she cannot do.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I can't hear y'all.
Okay. Well.
So. Well.
Listen.
That's fun, interesting. Well, while you still work on that, I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip right quick.
Fuck shit.
Yeah, go ahead. Put it out there. Make sure you don't show your legs.
Oh, definitely not that.
You're going to jail now. Look, boom. Get the reparations, black man. Get the reparations. You hear the ancestral wall cry coming? Now look at this black man coming. You see the black man coming? He's trying to jump up. He couldn't make it. He's coming because now they're jumping him. Now they're jumping him for no reason. Now look at it. Black man comes in. Now, what you're not seeing right now, that there is a young 16-year-old boy in the water. He's in the water swimming. Look at him. You better swim to
And
the
there's Michael
water.
Phelps going.
That one swim his ass, oh, baby. Swim to them. Look at this. Look at this old black man. He said, y'all done messed up. Because I can feel that he's put out the ancestral war cry. And now they coming. Because out of nowhere, you're going to see 80 black people show up out of nowhere. You don't know where they came from. Now it's on. Look at this. Yeah, look at them. Where all these black people come from?
All right. You want to jump him, huh?
Yeah. Now look at Karen. Karen's like, oh, Lord. Honey, what are we gonna do?
Look at them.
Look at this. These are workers off the boat. They don't care. Now look at the one girl fighting the one white girl in the corner. Look. Now she getting jumped too.
That was what you get. Oh, tie her ass up.
And this is live. Somebody went live with this.
She went for her ass. She better put her in the water.
Nice.
She in the water now. Look at everybody getting jumped.
Now we're wrong.
Yo, look at my boy putting the work. Look at boy in the left corner. Watch how he puts his on. Yo, this is so crazy. Look at the black student. Ooh.
Jumped in the water.
Oh my gosh. Now what y'all don't see is by the boat, there's an uncle with a folded chair.
The bra.
Slapping people. Like he's down there getting it. That joint was bananas. Now welcome to Montgomery. Yo, that video was because the video with the uncle, crazy. Like he's taking the folding chair, just knocking everyone. Royal, can you hear us, sweetheart?
Nope.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear us now?
All right. Yay.
We can hear you too. So come on, Royal. It's your turn.
My turn to what?
Introduce
yourself.
Nigga, we like 10 minutes into the show.
Doesn't matter. Take your spotlight.
Whatever. All right. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Royal. Finally here. Yeah, just recognize she's a queen, all that great stuff.
Okay. Woo, 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 woo. We finally made it, y'all. We all here together. We love to see it. Okay.
Some bullshit. I've never had technical difficulties so bad. It's just like nothing wanted to work. Absolutely nothing. Had to restart my computer, restarted the computer. Then my StreamYard ain't coming up. Then it's not recognizing my camera or my microphone. I'm just having a hard time. Okay.
Listen, it's okay. It's okay. We held it down. Two's a party, three's some trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens.
Right.
That's what three's companies too. Do. Okay.
she waiting on a very special call later tonight.
I am waiting on a special call, and she better call me too. I swear.
I hope. Is it the mute? Is it the mute part?
No. So I told her to call me when she do Cuff It because I love Cuff It.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm trying. I need her to FaceTime me when that come on. So she said Beyonce don't go until like 9:00. So she do her ballads and all that other stuff first. So I figured our show will probably be almost over by the time she called me.
Yeah, because she doesn't. I don't think she does anything like booming until like halfway through the show, like when she's pretty much like almost done is when she does like all the booming stuff. So
for all the audience members out there that may be confused, Royal has a friend, best friend.
Excuse me, she's not just my friend. Okay, let's get that situated. My best friend is going to or went to the Beyonce concert tonight at Field.
She's at it.
You said what?
She's at
the concert.
Yeah, she's at the Beyonce concert at FedEx Field. And she is going to be FaceTiming me during my favorite song because she loves me. So yeah. But
all I know is everybody in the crowd, everybody's on mute.
No, but they ain't been muting.
DC was horrible yesterday. The other day was horrible.
DC.
Their mute was horrible.
Unfortunately.
And then here in Massachusetts, they were good for like the first 5 seconds. And then the idiots were like, whoa, we did whoa. I'm like, you're supposed to literally shut your ass up
until the beat dropped. I thought we learned how it was supposed to go in Europe. I mean, she did
we
how
ain't
many
learning.
shows in Europe, and we were like, everybody better get on their Zoom. And then she got here, and none of y'all was on y'all Zoom. Y'all was on y'all Uvu and Skype. I can tell.
Ooh.
Like,
They on the
Damn.
Tubi. That's what they on.
Not-
yes. Like, damn, y'all had one fucking job and y'all couldn't even do that right. Like, and you can't even do the one that you do for money. Can't you do the one that you doing that you paid actual money for? Like,
Tickets
they give me
$600-$700 for no damn reason. I'm sorry.
Yo, I told my bestie, I said, I love you, okay, but $700 is a bill. You know what I'm saying? That's a
That's a
bill.
few
That's some
bills.
groceries.
Bro, I don't even
That's some,
care that they had it on payment plans that you could do it, and I still would not do it.
I could not.
$700 for a ticket, no. And it's not like an event. Like, so $700 to me is like an equivalent of you have maybe 2 openers, then you have the main act, and then there's some special something's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That to me is $700. But
And I get that.
But $700 for
Just
one
one
person,
entertainer. But
and
it's Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? So is it justified for the people who are actually willing to pay that ticket price? Is it justifiable to pay $700 for Beyonce because you know that you get in the show?
no, bro, it's not, because you know why? Like, this concert, especially not, because this concert was album focused. This is not like a regular concert, right? It's album focused. Now, if it was Beyonce's greatest, or this is just a Beyonce tour, oh yeah, I'm for sure.
Can I say something right quick?
Yeah.
Your best friend got doors opened at what time?
So the doors opened at 4 because the parking is going to be like mad crazy. So doors opened at 4. The show starts at 7, but Beyonce don't go on stage until 9 o'clock.
So what's going on from 7 to 9? That's all I want to know.
I don't know shit. I don't know what they're doing from 7 to 9. You know, it could just be a party like within itself because Beyonce fans go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what it was from 7 to 9. I would have to ask her to see what she's talking about.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, at all. I don't know about all that before you wrote worth it, but it's not. Like, you know, it's just I just feel like, and I know that like Beyonce doesn't need an opener. No, she doesn't, but like it would help to have someone in between. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to mess with the set, but just have something going. I don't know, damn, have Blues rap a song or something. I don't know, but you know,
and that's another thing.
Like,
so Beyonce not doing all of the dancing. Okay, Blue Ivy is doing most of the dancing. Like every clip that I've seen so far, Beyonce is sitting on the stool and Blue is dancing her ass off. That's what I've been seeing lately.
But I guess my thing, like I said, is like it has to be like an opener, something, then whatever. And then also, I understand like 700 was probably like the cheapest, highest amount that you could go for with a ticket.
For
I think 400. I think for an actual seat, where the lowest was 4, but like the best lowest that you could get was like 700 to get like an actual good seat.
Like the 300s were like when it was on pre-sale or when it was for sale. Like right now, you're dealing with the resellers. You know what I'm saying? So resale, you're getting them joint. If you want an actual seat, you looking to pay like $700 in fees and all that
that's ridiculous. And then also, when I've seen people who have went in those seats, like the zoom out,
crazy zoom out,
bananas. You're watching it with binoculars. You're like this the whole show. Yeah, because you don't see anything. I've seen one person zoom out so far that even the projector was fuzzy.
And
No.
then like, but then it's like it's also people paying for the standing room only seats because it's like this is FedEx Field, so this is our football stadium. You said what?
Those was like almost like a G.
No, the standing room only. Those were the cheapest ones because standing room only was like $200. So I would still be paying $200 just to sit. I mean, just to stand up the whole time with no sitting at all.
Can you imagine you work
getting there at 4 o'clock?
You work the shift.
Yeah,
that's a job.
Yes, that is a whole job.
Now I will
say, I had to stand on my feet for this entire time.
Listen, I don't know about any other stadium, but I know here in Massachusetts.
We're all knocking down everything.
Not Beyonce snatching desks from far away. She ain't even performing it. But no, like I know here, like obviously, you know, we have the New England Patriots, so she performed at Gillette Stadium, and so here there's only one road in, one road out. Like really, like to get to Gillette Stadium. So like you're gonna be stuck. Regular football traffic is like maybe an hour and a half to like just get from what off the exit.
Oh, Beyonce traffic?
That is gonna be crazy. So no, that's what I'm saying.
Beyonce traffic is worse
like
than football traffic.
That's just football. Beyonce probably was like 3 hours, 3-4 hours just to get it, right?
I told my best friend, I was like, if the doors open at 4, you need to leave like 2 hours prior to that.
Yes.
Because I was like, I said, getting there for one, we live in Charles County. Okay. You've been to my house, Chase. Listen, Chase, you've been to my house. Everybody listen.
Yeah, to drive to Reagan took what, like
45 minutes?
35, 40 minutes.
To get to Reagan from here is 45 minutes. To get to FedEx Field from here is like almost an hour. Okay. And that's just off some regular shit. For Beyonce, it's already one way in and one way out of Waldorf.
Yeah. No, it doesn't make any sense. No. But I don't know about other stadiums. I know like at Mines, it's Gillette, but there's Patriots Place. So literally like connected to Gillette Stadium is Patriots Place. It has a movie theater.
Uber and Lyft are
like
rich.
Restaurants. It's like bowling. There's like a whole bunch of amenities like attached to, even though there's no hood, it's not a dome or nothing like that, but there's like a whole bunch of stuff like attached, so you can go there and then you can just walk over there to the game or something like that. So like a lot of people, there's like a bridge connecting to it. A lot of people who wasn't going to pay for that shit or probably just drop their kids off or whatever, they were just on the bridge for the free, which I ain't mad about that. Sitting there listening to it, right?
Listen, I was thinking about standing outside of FedEx Field. Don't even get it twisted.
But I think that was more beneficial if you have a stadium that's like that, because you have the stadium connected. You have the stadium connected to all these restaurants, bars, or whatever. So you can stay there and chill and entertain yourself until the concert starts, and then you could just walk to wherever your seats are. But if you're just at like one of those that are like a standalone stadium and there's nothing else. There's nothing else around there close to entertain yourself. That's when I would think it would suck to be there for like 8 hours waiting for the show to start.
Just that circus, stop trying to criticize my driving, okay? Because I'm the fucking speed demon in the family. If anybody goes fast,
wow, seems like somebody.
Well, no, I'm sorry, I come second to him because he's a whole hot ass mess. But
and y'all haven't even drove with me yet, so there's that. I don't drive. Like, here's the thing: my grandmother said. She's like, Candace drives very well and she drives very careful, but she's very much a dangerous driver. And I'm like, how? That doesn't make any sense. She's like,
sense.
You just do stuff unnecessarily when you drive for no reason. Like you just be going around. I was like, oh, so I do stuff that you wouldn't do. That's why it makes me dangerous. But
that's exactly it. I'd be
whipping it. Okay, Patrick be going. He got things to do.
The car's name is Patrick.
That's my baby. That is Patrick.
I
love it. All right, y'all. So
welcome to Kingsville Podcast. We'll begin to talk about, all the sex and relationship stuff that's going on.
Welcome to the show. Listen, y'all had to we had to waste some time, okay? Because between my computer and all this other shit that was going on,
I know.
Y'all need
we can always have this regular conversation.
How y'all motherfuckers gonna start the show without me? I felt betrayed, okay? The sense of betrayal.
Girl, we wouldn't have started till 8:45.
We were 5 minutes already
and I'm hurt. I just,
look at
I feel like
still living and breathing by his mercy.
I feel like I need to re-examine this entire relationship model.
Wow.
I mean, do what you feel you need to do.
That's what I feel like.
You drive a truck, drive a car. Drive a car. I'm not saying that we can't, but drive a car. I know I can, but drive a car, and then instead of driving a truck, and then we can talk about it differently. Anyhow. Mm-hmm. So have you guys had any, like, I know that you guys, the kids are coming, what do we see? The kids are starting school when? Like in next week or so?
The end of this month. I was about to say the end of next month. Damn, we in August already. Shit.
Yeah. Have you guys had
Mhm.
any good, quiet, like, has it been just a little, like
Quiet?
just a little like, oh my God, listen to that. Jeez.
We had that kind
No,
of moment.
no,
Yes,
no,
we did.
no.
Ooh.
Oh, that
Mm,
moment. Oh,
yeah.
see,
Yeah.
okay, all right. You know, yeah, we had a moment like that.
Oh, you had a moment.
It was a good moment.
Okay.
It was a good moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then. All right.
Even Trent was gone. It was just
Oh, that is oh, you guys had it.
Yeah.
Y'all had it.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all had a house.
We had a
That
house.
y'all
We
had a
had a house.
house.
We did.
Y'all, ooh, wow.
Mhm.
ooh
Good
yeah.
for
Wait,
y'all.
was that living room or was that?
No, that was bedroom
Oh, okay, okay.
Ooh.
yesterday.
Oh, okay, okay,
Ooh,
okay.
she's still open. Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh wow. She like her coochie trying to grab onto something that's not there right now.
listen, that is
Get
not
filled
even
tonight.
there. Okay, we
It's gonna
talking
get
distant
filled
memory.
tonight. It's
Hey,
gonna get
Menina.
filled
Memory.
tonight. That memory.
Hey, Menina.
Well, guys, I will say that your girl finally got some dust knocked off this coach.
I'm about to say, so
And
we knocked some dust off the car.
ooh, finally.
It's clean,
Oh,
child.
whoa,
Amen and amen.
whoa.
Let the church say.
Oh, wow.
Go on, keep that
Memories
party
make
going.
me feel fine. Yeah,
Oh
it
Lord.
was definitely needed. Definitely needed.
She been
Def-
wishing
I
on
didn't
that
want to have to
star.
get out of the camera to go do this, but I'm gonna have to do it.
Do what?
What?
Get my water.
Girl,
It was within reach, and
oh my
listen. I'm
Just
only
God.
get
5'4", okay?
just
My
just
arms
get the
are
water.
short, and I'm dealing with computer stuff.
Just get the water.
Water.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious,
Okay,
man.
there. See, I wasn't out of water. I wasn't out of camera that long. It was just 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Anyways, but I don't know if you guys, so before I had got drizzled on, I had been in a very much like non-sexual
Hold on or
feeling.
on.
Mind your business. The point is,
I just got
I
questions. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you guys have ever had a period of time, but I don't know if it's maturity. I don't know if it's me turning 31 or what. But I think it's just the mere fact that I have not been a hornball like I used to be. Like I used to be very much horny like all the time. Seasons in heat, craziness.
Okay, I think we talked about this last show. How
Yeah,
sometimes I just want to be cuddled. Damn it.
and yeah, I just want to
Hey,
be
Hey man,
held. I just want to be told that I look cute and my
yes,
head ain't as big as I think it is. You know,
listen.
that's all I want.
you don't want to get the hey big head.
Oh no, I don't mind the hey big head or whatever may have you, but it's just it felt like I was more excited just to be around energy
Mhm.
that I wanted and acquired for.
Just in the presence,
Just
child.
in the presence.
Just wrap me up a little bit.
It felt nice. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, company. Wow.
Not ooh, company.
No, because it's listen, it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay. It is hard out
Mhm.
here for a pimp. It's just it's annoying to say the least. You
Yeah.
get the same old fucking stupid ass responses every 5 days, and it's annoying. So, it's nice when a man is a man. Anyways,
Honestly, that's true. That is so true. It is so nice when a man is a man. Listen, Abducer said some shit to me today that was just like it was sexy as shit, and it was so. It was just. It was like
what he went to what when you washing the dishes, he came up behind you, slid his arms down into the water, was like, "Don't worry,
he
baby, I got
didn't even do nothing. He didn't even do that. So today we were just we had a nice little family drive today, right? And we pulled over at this gas station, and he wanted me to do something on his phone. So I was like, I can't get into your phone. I don't have the fingerprint for. And he looked at me. He was like, we're gonna fix that. And I was just like, okay. It was some random shit, and I thought it was sexy. It's just like, like he was just in my space, and he just looked at me, and it wasn't even off the serious. It
Don't be
was just
rolling your
like,
eyes.
just don't. Why you a hater? Just
bitch,
look
I'm
at
supposed
me,
to
and he
be a
was like, we're
hater.
gonna
The
fix that.
fuck? What do you
We're gonna
mean?
fix that.
If I'm not a hater over people's lives that I kind of sort of want. Am I living life right? You know what I'm saying? Okay. A little hateration keeps the drive in blood.
Hold on. Our son has been on that hateration stuff, talking about he hates all couples. So we don't need it from your end too.
Right.
You gonna get it. You gonna get it.
Why you gotta be like that? Why you can't just why you can't just be like hashtag Black Love? Why you can't just do that?
First of all, I'm always gonna support Black love every single time, even when the collection of you two still don't make a brown color. I'm still gonna say hashtag Black love.
Wait, what?
If y'all put y'all in a can of paint, if y'all put y'all in a can of paint, you know what color will come out to? Taupe.
Ooh, kiss my entire ass, okay? I'm brown. Thank you very much.
You know what? I think we can
have
a y'all.
I love you. I really do. I love you. But you know, it's
her camera
okay. I love looking. I have a good majority of my friends are married or in long-term relationships, but a good majority of them like are married. So I only have a very few actual single friends. So and we don't like dwell in loneliness or sadness or whatever. We just be talking about fucking and sucking and digging, and that's pretty much it. But like I look at my friends who are married and whatever, and we're all hanging out and stuff. I love the fact that nobody's like in each other's face, like tonguing each other down, making them feel all weird and awkward. I just love when couples are able to just like be and exist without having to show that they are who they are. Like type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you guys are that, but it's just one of those things where it's also when they have a little moment when they just catch each other's eyes, just like, come here with your stupid ass, come here, little kid. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I ask you.
Wow. Hey, you should be happy because I don't think you're. So for us and our friend group, there were let's see, 1, 2.
There was like 4 married couples.
4, 5. 6 married couples.
We're down to 2?
And we're down to 2 that are still sticking.
Damn, son, how'd you find that? I mean, like, that's true. I feel like a lot of people nowadays just give up very easy. And I think that kind of leads into our first topic that I think Royal had brought to our attention. Hey Eric, hey everybody who's in here. What's up, guys? What's up, me? What up, Menina? Genocide. We always love your comments.
Was wearing a bad wig. I swear I hate that so much. Genocide. Shut up.
But like it brings us into that first topic of like I think what was it called? Struggle love. You know,
it was struggle love. Okay, so wait, before we do that, because I put it in our group chat.
I don't see you that was kind of smooth.
It was, right? Yeah. So I put it in our group chat to say that we were missing a topic because we were supposed to start with the lady with the blue hair wrap. Is that where we're starting at?
Yeah, that's struggle love, isn't it? In some form. I did one. Well, I typed it as one struggle love, 1A. Staying
1A. Okay, so let's start with 1A. So we're gonna start with the lady in the blue hair wrap. So I don't know if you guys have seen this video. Sir, you got it queued, right? You got it queued up.
I gotta find
it. I can cue it up while I'm going through this. While I'm going through the description. Right so basically, I don't know if you guys have seen.
That ain't it.
No, it's the one before.
Find it silently while she.
Right. Is he all loud? Oh no, that ain't it. We're not supposed. I know you're giving it to him from the front and the back of the camera, but they don't need all of the back camera stuff. Okay, we'll need all of that. But basically, what happened was that the video was about this woman who had found out that her husband had cheated on her. So basically, she's just going in about how she doesn't want to leave him. She wants to still be with him, but they're gonna handle things the way that they're gonna handle them, pretty much. Producer, can you?
Yeah, I got it. Give me a second.
Fight for me, great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a and I had to hear from this what y'all relationship was about. No, we not no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, we no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. We gonna have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We gonna continue getting money together. We gonna continue raising this little girl together. We gonna have a fabulous home. We're gonna love and take care of each other. But I'm gonna other people, and I hope you do too.
Jesus Christ.
And we will never ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we gonna do what we want to do outside this house because to this point it has worked.
Ooh. Because at this point it has worked.
At this point, I mean, but she got a point because
you did what you were doing.
You had somebody on the side, right? So here's the thing, and I guess this is my question for the group, and for the audience too. If you guys want to chime in, please feel free. Do y'all think she was wrong? Like, okay, so a lot of the people in the comments were saying that she, technically all she did was just open their marriage. And I feel like there's a lot of misconception between what an open relationship is versus what the fuck is happening there. Because in an open relationship, the main thing, the major factor is communication. You understand? Not just communication, but respect and communication, because you're not going behind your partner's back to do dirt or nothing like that. If you feel like you want to be in a relationship with somebody else, if you want to talk to somebody else, the main factor is that you're communicating that to your partner. So my question though, for real, is that do you guys think that she was wrong or that her approach is wrong and what she's doing? Like, she's trying to maintain their household and their relationship, and she's trying to continue to raise their child
Keep
together.
Everything status quo. That's what she's
trying. Everything status quo, but I don't fuck with you like that no more.
No, she didn't even say that. She still fucks with him like that. But
no, just in the sense where we gonna still take care of each other or whatever. But
nah,
as far as intimacy goes, as far as sex goes, I'm outside with it.
Well, that's not what I was getting from, because she said, "Don't bring me home no babies or diseases," which means she's still gonna fuck him, but she's still gonna have her thing on the outside too.
But the first part she said was like, "Okay, we're not fucking no more."
I think there was I think when you're talking and you're going through a checklist in your mind, your brain kind of jumbles it a little bit. And I think that just might be an instant, because obviously that's kind of hypocritical for her to say, we're going to be fucking everybody else. Our intimacy is done, but also still don't bring me no diseases. Like, but at the same time, I think it is, I don't know if it's a myth or not. Crabs is still contractible. Like, you sit on a seat, you get shit on the toilet. Like, there is reasons why even if you only got herpes from another person, I still wouldn't want you with herpes in my home, in our, because we're going to be, I believe I don't know if she said we're going to stop sharing our love bed or whatever, but you're still going to be here. You're still going to be putting your mouth on stuff. Your hands are going to be still touching stuff, whatever. So I think that's just what it is. Like, don't bring no diseases in our home, period. That could possibly disrupt our ecosystem of a home that we have, with our children, whatever. So I think that might be it. But just like Genocide Circus said, she sentenced him to a life sentence. And I think at that point, if you are going to have this controlling, because of the life that we've built thus far, because of our kids, because of this, I'm still going to stay here. I still want us to move forward and still build, but we no longer exist as one. We are two separate entities. We're two separate people doing our thing, but you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor and I can't enjoy the fruits of my labor. Therefore, we're both, because she's not only punishing him, she's punishing herself. Because there's no reason why you should keep yourself in an unhappy dynamic and just have a bunch of side niggas because you don't want to let your man go because of whatever you have established in life with him. I don't believe anything or anyone is made to stay with a person who makes them mentally, emotionally, or physically unhappy. If you feel like there's something that should be detached, then you feel like there should be something detached. Now, I will say that a lot of people, like you said earlier, Habduser, out of the 6 married couples that were existing, you guys are one of the last few that's still standing tall. So I do feel that a lot of people do give up on marriages faster now than what we've seen in our past generations. And maybe this might be a conversation that maybe our grandmothers had, or great grandmothers had, or we don't know those background stories, or we should not know those background stories because they're very inappropriate for us to know, to be honest with you. But it's one of those mere facts, is that even he has cheated and she's choosing to stay, this is not choosing to mend or try to understand
Mhm.
where their relationship is going. She just kind of came in, set the rules, set the boundaries, and that's it. If that is it, there's no more growth that's going to happen. So this building and this building on broken foundation is going to crumble
Hey,
regardless of the fact
see,
if you're not
Mhm.
doing the work.
Mhm.
this is what I get from this video because she still says we're gonna build this house. Our daughter's still gonna see a loving couple. So I think she's still saying, "Oh, I'm still gonna be with you. I'm still gonna be, we're still gonna be connected. But when there's a time when I feel like I want to go fuck somebody else, I'm gonna go fuck someone else." Because that's essentially what she's saying. She's saying, "Hey, you've had your cake, you ate it too. I'm gonna do the same thing, and from here on
Mhm.
out, don't
You
ask
did
no
you, I'ma
fucking
do
questions.
me. Don't
Don't
ask me
ask
no
no
questions.
questions. If I
Don't
go
ask
all if
no
I go
questions.
somewhere for a weekend, if I leave out the house, don't ask me what the fuck is going on because you know what's going on."
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. I mean, honestly though, I feel like at that point the relationship becomes like contractual. Like it's a contract at that
It is a
point in time.
contract.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people say that about marriage in general. It's like when you go into it, it's a contract. Like you're basically building something together. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like building a business. And that's what this felt like to me. It's like, okay, well, now that you've broken the trust in the relationship, now the
This is
only parts
business
of our
transaction.
marriage that matter are the ones where, we're on like financial status, or we're trying to, build up a certain thing for our children, and they'll have something when we pass, or you know what I'm saying? It's just, it felt like that to me. It's like, okay, now that the trust is broken, now that we don't have nothing else there, now that we don't have no more marital bond connection or whatever,
Hmm.
now it's just it's business. It's
I
business
seen
only.
I seen a video where I believe is Bishop TJ Jack. Is it TJ? TJ
EDJ.
what?
TD Jakes. Is that
TD
what you're
Jakes, thank
talking
you. I don't know why the letters are getting mixed up in my head. TD Jakes' wife
about?
had said that she sees that marriages are obviously depleting and everything like that, like I said earlier. But she's like, look at how everyone's getting married now. They're doing their own little vows. Oh, like, you make me shine like 1,000 suns, and I'll love you. And, you make my heart glow, and I couldn't find anyone better than you. And she's like, not in there. Do you ever hear from death do us part, the sickness and the health, to vow to stay faithful to each other?
The loving and honoring.
Love and honoring, they've erased the
Cherish and obey.
core. Yeah, they've erased the core values and vows that you are supposed to promise to each other in this relationship. And is marriage a contract? Yes, because I'm contractually saying I'm going to be faithful for you, stand by you, defend you, honor you, and love you to the end of time. That is what I'm saying to you. Now, if I break those vows, not only have I broke something to broken to you, I've broken it to myself, because these
Right.
are things that I said that I was going to do, and I dishonored my own self, like, in that, situation. But I think it is true too. I just feel like a lot of, and I'm not saying just in like, just saying it on the day you get married, but I feel like a lot of people dismiss those vows so quickly, just your commitment to your partner so quick for no reason. Like, it's just like it's over nothing. Like the movie I Think I Love My Wife. He's like, how many times we gonna fucking eat chicken? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just
God
he
damn, I'm
was
tired of some goddamn chicken.
chicken. He was finding the little things that annoyed him, and he's like, Nikki's just this, and she's that, and she's blah 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 blah. And right before he cheated, he's just realizing, like, is it so bad that this is what happens? Is it so bad that we eat the fucking chicken? Is it so bad, like, that all this happens? Am I really going to risk whatever many years, messing up my family?
Am I gonna risk
Possibly going to
losing my house, my
just
family,
just to
just for
get
this
some ass,
piece of ass? No.
just for some ass. And I think when people look at it, like, are you willing? I don't know. Is fighting this guy with your possibility of going to jail, is he worth 3 to 5 years? if any person says yes, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it worth?
Is it worth losing your freedom?
Is it worth? Because like sometimes a simple fight can turn into. I mean, look at the young man, the young black man at Dunkin' Donuts. This happened like a year ago, so ago. An old white man came in there saying some racial slurs to him. He said, "Please stop! Don't just stop before I do it." He punched the dude. He hit his head off the side of a radiator. Man died, and now that black man's in jail, right? And it's like a moment like that. Is me about to knock you the fuck out for calling me the N-word 18 times excessively worth my life?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's those moments that you have to stop and you have to like think about that. And marriage has become a social.
It has become a social media.
I would say marriage has not wedding. The wedding has.
Oh no, marriage is
Well,
social
marriage
media
too.
too.
Well,
Marriage
I
too.
won't say
Look at
marriage,
what we're
I'll say
doing. Look, we're
relationship.
traveling
I'll
this
say
and this. Look
relationships.
at my husband doing blah blah blah. My husband bought me this. My husband did da. And it's like you're showing all of it, like glitz and glamour and everything. But then it's like your relationship, when you get into the nitty gritty of your relationship, and that it's most of the time those type of people are the ones who are failing.
I've seen like a post. You know how there's some people who it started on YouTube and now like it's more so it's quicker on TikTok, whatever, because attention spans have gotten shorter and shorter over the years because of little second videos we have now, where women do this whole get ready with me or a day in the life of being a mom of two or whatever, right? And she's married, she gets up, she takes care of the kids, she does this, husband's still sleeping, she comes, wakes him up with a cup of coffee, then he finally gets up, he's helping with this, blah, blah, blah. And because she's doing like maybe 2 times things more than him, everyone in the comment, oh, he doesn't do anything. You should leave him. He's being so lazy. He's acting like he's incompetent. Da, 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 da. And then when she defends him and she's like, well, you guys are only seeing the POV of me doing stuff because it's my channel. So obviously you're going to see me doing more stuff than he does. So, like, no, my husband's great. My husband's this, my husband's that. Look at her. She's delusional. She's with a narcissist. Like, whatever. And like these women are fighting for their fucking lives in these comments because you're willingly putting it out there like, oh, this is my loving family. But then again, you're like also not
your loving family is interpretation to the internet once you put it out there.
Yes.
What you may see as something nice and sweet, somebody, oh, nah, this and the third. Like,
Sean said social media ruins relationships.
Exactly, because there's too many people having access to your relationship.
Very much so. Too many opinions. Too
many opinions.
If you thought your mother-in-law's opinion was worse, well, welcome to social media. Okay. She doesn't care when your mother-in-law just complains about the little dust on your ceiling. Now social media is telling you that you are a horrible mother, you're in an abusive relationship, and you need to get out.
You're also advertising your partner to people who are up to no good. Facts.
Yes. Yes. They
no, that's like telling somebody you consider your friend that the dick was good, and then then she going after your man.
These bitches. It's just like, I just want to tell you, girl, that the dick was good. Can you please not move in on my man just because the dick was good?
I'm just saying, I saw a post where it says you're truly, you're really close to a person when you're like, you know what, girl, I know you ain't had none for a while. Just go take him for a spin for a little bit.
No. I'm not gonna take him for a spin.
No. So I was gonna say, it's not like how Duke said last week when it was just like, have you ever had to pass around? Shit, I just tried to do a referral for a friend just now. And she said she didn't like who she's seen. So I said, okay, cool. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, but it's different when the referral is your man. I'm just saying, like, you gonna pass around.
There was this girl who was on TikTok and she's in this marriage or whatever, and she's like, my husband acts like he doesn't know how to clean anymore. He doesn't act whatever, like he acts like he's incompetent in doing it. I forgot what they called it, but they were like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I'm only doing for me and the kids now. And what she meant by that, anything that needs to get wiped, cleaned, if her or the kids did it, she would clean up after, or she would do. But if the husband made mess, the husband did this, the husband did that, she wasn't touching it. Like, she wasn't doing anything, right? So in like this one particular bathroom, he always left the seat up. So she intentionally just used another bathroom that she knows he doesn't go into a lot of times. Like, he would leave his laundry on the floor. She left his laundry alone. She didn't touch it. She just made her side of the bed, cleaned up her mess, cleaned up her kids' mess. That's it. So within like a week, even though she was cleaning up her and her kids' mess, the house was a mess. And I'm like, damn, what does this man just come in here and just say fuck it and just start talking shit like everywhere? And like this dude like dropped like a piece of toilet paper next to the toilet and then left it there for like 4 days before he picked it up. And I'm like, okay, now
okay,
you just
and this is why I think that is. This is why I think that is right, because even if it's not done on purpose, subconsciously, I think a lot of husbands have it in their minds. My wife is going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't going to stay here for long because my wife is going to come behind me and get it,
or just
or
magically
something like that.
disappears.
It just magically disappears. It's like, oh shit, I dropped my socks right here in the middle of the floor, but they gone now, and he laughing because he do that shit. Okay, he does it.
That's why she said socks.
He does it. He does it. So it's just like, and it's like, as a wife, I had to get to the point where I was like, I'm not picking this shit up anymore. I know you see it. I know you felt the socks when they were removed from your feet. Pick them the fuck up. But it happens.
So does this line into like what you were talking about with struggle love? Because like I kind of just want to run through the list of it because I think it was
there was a lot. So
interesting.
It's like, there were so many different, and it was so funny because so the reason why struggle love came up in the first place is because I posted a clip from Baby Boy in our Discord server.
Jody,
not in our Discord server.
Hate you.
Yes, if you're not in our Discord server, you're doing yourself a disservice.
A complete and total disservice. I'm sure Habduser will drop the link for us at some point in time. But basically, it was the scene where Yvette discovered that Jody had condoms in her car, and it was the 3-pack, but it was only one left, so she knew he had been fucking other bitches. So it was that scene, and it struck me because when I was talking about struggle love, we had some people come back and say that they didn't know what it was. It was really one person in particular, but it was just funny to me that there were people who didn't know what struggle love was. And it's really any type of relationship in which one partner is pulling their weight more than the other partner is in some form or fashion. So there was an entire list that I found about what struggle love looks like.
I'm gonna read it.
You want to read the whole thing?
I'm gonna read the whole thing. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
see now, I gotta say one thing. There are times where everyone pulls different weight.
Yes, there are times when the weight is pulled differently, and sometimes because it's not always going to be 50-50. Technically, it should be 100. You know what I'm saying? But there's sometimes when your partner may be in a funk and they can only give you 60%, and then you're pulling 140 because you're trying to uplift your partner, or just continue to have things running the way that they are supposed to be running, while letting your partner get whatever time that they need to get for themselves. That right there, that to me is not struggle love. That is that's a well-balanced relationship. If we can give each other grace to where we're able to pull a little extra weight, because all right, babe, I know you're going through something right now, so I'm going to pull this extra weight for the time being, and then I'm going to give you your time to bounce back. The struggle love comes in, right, when I'm continuously pulling this weight and I'm checking in on you to say, hey, I know that you weren't feeling the greatest, this for some time, but how are you doing now? How are you doing now? And I'm constantly doing check-ins, and we a year, 2, 3 years down the road, and you're not pulling back that 40% that I took on. That's when it becomes a struggle.
So I'm gonna read them. So one, struggle looks like your partner is unemployed, not actively seeking work, and you constantly having to help your partner financially. I know that too well. 2, your partner is not willing to commit to you fully because you need to act right, and yet you stay in the relationship anyways.
Oh, I had that one.
3, your partner can be violent, emotionally and verbally abusive, but you tell yourself you are strong and you can handle it.
I had that one too.
4, your partner has been found cheating on several occasions and still keeps in contact with other women, but you become over forgiving to keep him. 5, struggle love means you are in an unreciprocated relationship and it is based on your partner's benefiting from your actions. 6, struggle love leads women to attach their warmth and validation to making their partner happy. And if they do not, they feel guilty and ashamed. Reading me. Please. Okay. 7. Struggle love is you are willing, or is your willingness to jeopardize all your hard work to support your partner's risky illicit lifestyle despite how this might endanger or harm you.
Mm-hmm.
And 8, struggle love is you seeking a project in another individual in hopes to fix them, my God. Or if you feel the individual has potential,
Fix the
and
Jesus
you will go out of your way to try to mold them to your expectations
to
to
a
a fault.
fault. Mm. Now,
Mm-hmm.
did
Yeah,
that
they
Wow.
really
little
do.
section, that section read this, that shit read me for filth. You understand?
I mean, to the
Now,
dirt.
now, I will say this: I did have a struggle love relationship, and it
Multiple
was
with the same person.
multiple. Listen,
You don't
like
gotta read
2,
her.
3, 4,
No,
Okay,
li-
listen. Wait, listen.
it was just it was bad, and you don't, honestly, you know that it's wrong. You understand? Like, you know that you're in a bad situation,
Yeah.
but
the
it's
person
like
doing like 5 of those things on the list.
a man doing like 5, 6, 7 things on the list, okay, and you don't realize, you realize that you're in a, like, this, yes, this situation is wrong, but this is my relationship and I'm trying to
Mhm.
make it work, and don't have kids with this person, because then
Mhm.
it just becomes a whole nother
Oof.
type of situation.
Kids
You
is,
understand what I'm saying?
you talk about
Preach,
umbilical cord with a kid. Talk
Girl,
preach.
about the umbilical cord with the partner.
I'm telling
Dead,
you.
just dead
I'm
weight. Dead weight.
I'm telling you, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So while you have those times, like I said, you have those times in your relationship where sometimes you'll have to compensate for what your partner is not giving. If your partner is having some type of issues, like maybe they're going through some mental health stuff, maybe they're going through physical health stuff, maybe something has happened to them in some what?
I was gonna reply to Genocide's comment saying everything except for number 1, where number 1 is toxic. When you have a partner who is without work and you have to fulfill and keep money flowing for them, it is toxic because it becomes toxic. At first, it's, I got you. I'm
It
going to hold
becomes
you
toxic.
down. There's no problem. Like, we're a unit. Of course, I'm going to
Mhm,
hold it down for you. But
mhm.
then it starts weighing on you. And then there's more
Heavily.
burdens on you than you felt before. Like I
Mhm,
am a hobosexual. I don't live with nobody. I don't have my own apartment. I still live at home. But I have
mhm,
been in not even relationships, and that's even more sadder. Situationships or just, dating or whatever may have you, um, to ensure and keeping them afloat, because I always say, like, oh, what if it was me? Or like, they need it. If they don't get it from me, then they're gonna go without. If I don't give them this $20, they're not gonna eat. If I don't get paid for this Uber, how are they gonna try to get to this new job that they have? If I don't do this, how are they gonna sustain life? If I don't do
mhm.
it, they're not going to be able to exist. And that's what it
Yep.
turns into. Oh, I originally said they were all Texas. I was being nice. Oh, okay. but but like
Mhm.
literally, like that turns into a toxic relationship, because then you turn into, I
It
think, number
does.
6 or 7 on the list, where you say, like, you basically try anything to make them happy and to keep them afloat, you will do, even if it causes you harm, just to
Mhm.
ensure that they're okay. So it does turn
Yeah,
into
'cause
a toxic.
number 1 and number 7 can go hand in hand, especially if it goes on for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, if you feel like there's no traction, because being unemployed, yes, that is it's a thing. It's our economy is shitty right now. A lot of people do not have employment, and it's hard for people to find jobs. That I get, is understandable, but when it becomes a thing where you're not actively looking for
Mhm.
employment, or you are, you know what I'm saying, like, if you asking, like, hey, what's going on with something, and there's always an excuse, or you know what I'm saying, it's just like, once the behavior becomes repetitive, then that's when it gets toxic, because now you're hurting your partner, because that partner also has to think, okay, well, what are we going to do for money? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, this bill has to be paid, and I can't pay this bill because I have to do X, Y, and Z. I have to provide for other people. I have to do blah, blah, blah. So it is draining, mentally and emotionally draining. It is not, you're not actively doing anything to abuse your partner, per se,
Mhm.
but this action is it's affecting your partner mentally and physically.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to these, and honestly, I hate to be that person,
Mhm.
but I believe more women would feel this list more than men would feel the list.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that it doesn't happen to men. I'm more than sure it happens to them a whole lot, just like it does happen to women. But I do
Mhm.
feel that this happens a lot more, and it sometimes it has something to do with just our the way that we're raised. We're still we're talking about people who are still millennials, like, middle millennials to older millennials, and older. We were still raised with the ideology that you have to do what you need to do to keep your man happy, and you have to appease him in any and every which way, and being a good wife and being a good girlfriend and whatever may have you, staying meek, mute, and mild is like what you're supposed to be
Mhm.
doing. Like, this is it. So sometimes some of these things that like, we listing and we're reading, it's just like, uh this is reading
Mhm.
me a little bit too much, and it's because we were conditioned to do so, just like some men were conditioned to do so also. It's just unfortunate that
Mhm.
these are things that happen so much that it could just be listed in a sentence and like 1,000 people can feel it at the same time.
Mhm.
So
And
that's
honestly, Corey and Genocide Circus, I'm really interested to know what you feel is struggle love, because Genocide Circus, his comment was calling these a struggle relationship is like calling a pedophile a minor attracted person. How are these two one and the same? I guess.
like, I feel
Like
like there was a far left turn
I
in
feel like
in the
I
statement.
feel like we went left. Like I feel like there was a
It was
sharp
a
turn
very
somewhere, and I'm trying to
I
figure out
I
where.
I was trying to understand it because 'cause I'm a little slow, I ain't gonna hold you, and I try to read it over and over and again just to try to break it down, but I just couldn't. So, and I'm just trying to figure out what, like you said, Roy, what do you consider? Because if you only consider, like, not getting they're not paying attention to you, they'd rather read a book than look at you, they don't wanna have sex, they like, how are you depicting what a struggle love is? Because these are examples that this person could be giving you something. They could be giving you something, but it's like on the lowest amount that they could possibly give you. So instead of like doing something action wise towards you, they're just like doing the bare minimum to make you feel okay. And that's usually how it starts. It's usually like, "Oh, you are this great loving person, blah blah blah," and then it just slowly decreases more and more until you're okay with just like a when the person gives you a random kiss on the cheek, you're like, "Oh my god, like he gave me a kiss on the cheek," and then you go and you're calling everybody, "Oh my god, he gave me a kiss on the cheek, girl!" Like, but before he used to show up and wake you up with flowers and shit, like. So, oh, you're speaking, but we no hear you. No
What?
audio.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay,
there you
that's why
go.
you couldn't hear me.
There
All
you
right. Okay, so I accidentally hit the mute button. Don't even. It's okay.
go.
So that's what we were talking about beforehand. Remember, I brought it up a few weeks ago with that like acceptable level of unhappiness
Yep.
Mhm.
or whatever. Like this man was saying that he was out. He felt like he was his woman left him or whatever, and he felt like it was out of left field completely, and it wasn't though. Like she had kept making comments about things that that were a problem for her, and it was the same thing over and over and over again. And then she eventually can't even talk today. Eventually she got to the point where she was just like, I can't take the shit anymore, and she left.
Mhm.
And so the guy's crying to his friend or whatever, and the friend's girlfriend says, okay, well, ask him these questions. And the guy asked him, he was like, so, did she not say anything to you about it? Was it a surprise that she left? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, well, I knew she was unhappy. I just thought she had reached an acceptable level of unhappiness in a relationship. So these, like, to me, this like the term struggle of and these, attributes or whatever, like these
Mhm.
different things that make up struggle love, those things to me, except for the really blatant ones that are extremely toxic and poor behavior, abusive behavior, those other ones, those are the ones where you can people expect somebody to just be at that acceptable unhappiness level. It's like, yeah, I do
Mhm.
these things, but it's not really a bother to her or whatever. It's not really harmful. It's not particularly harmful to my partner, so I don't think it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then for your partner is being worn down emotionally. Your partner is being worn down mentally and has said something over and over and over again. And then they're just unhappy.
Mhm.
And it's like subconsciously they expect that person to deal with it.
Yeah. And speaking of dealing, people just having to deal with it, Lizzo, doom 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 doom. I'm more than sure that all you guys have heard all the cases in the lawsuit that is against Lizzo herself. It has came out that a group of her dancers have, and I believe two of them were from the show that she held, were winning a contest to be a dancer for Lizzo, came out with a lawsuit against her with claims such as disorderly conduct, sexual harassment, and just hazardous and just hostile work environment, are such claims that have came out, and the stories have just been unfolding more and more and more and more. At first it was she said, then it turned I felt like
it was
but you
implied.
can't, it's not one and the same.
Not about
and
that.
then even her director for the documentary she was doing was basically like she was mean. And it's just like that's not going to hold up in court as much as like a sexual harassment case would probably, or things of that nature. I mean, one of the dancers, like, basically, I can't say what happened. I wasn't there. But in one of the instances that was given was basically she said you guys have to retry to be part of the dance team, which happens to every company. No, I mean, it's very rare that the same company keeps the same dancers every time. But there's always a retry every year. And therefore, they had to show and prove that they belonged or someone else was going to take their spot. If y'all remember Making the Band, Mike Bibb said, you're going to get cut. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. And so basically they had to sing to the end of the road in the middle of this living room and dance their way to the hearts of Lizzo. And one of the dancers said that she felt pressured to the point that she felt if she left the stage to use the bathroom that she would be let go instantly. So Shorty just basically pissed on herself.
But
I don't know if
you're pissing yourself. Now you have to change, shower up. They got clean
You
where
make
you're at.
you make the situation much
so
worse.
much more
worse
than
than
like
it needed
Much
to be.
worse.
Yeah,
And
so
that's the part that got me.
not one a grown adult would ever make me piss myself. Just
I don't give a fuck who it is. If I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm going to the
if
bathroom.
I'm going to the bathroom, right? So I mean, and then if she said no, then yeah, you probably could have used that as a good part of your case. Like she said it, but if she didn't say you couldn't use the bathroom, then that's like a whole nother thing. But what I wanted to take from this case is this whole European trip when they went to Europe to do like the rest of the tour,
when they went to
and they
Amsterdam
went and they did the red light district, and there was some banana fucking going on. One of the dancers had said that she felt peer pressured by the group, but more so by Lizzo, to touch an exotic dancer's breast, and she just didn't feel comfortable in doing it. So I know that we always talk about consensual, steps when it comes to our partner, but I don't think that we ever really think about consensual
in a
acceptance when it
group
comes to our
situation.
in our friends or in a group situation. I just feel like we always say no to peer pressure, say no to peer pressure. But look at us, we all smoked weed once. So I mean, somebody or more, but someone got to us. Okay, it probably wasn't something that was in our mind, but they were like, "Want it? Wait, you sure? You want it? You want it? You know what I'm saying?" So it got to us some way somehow. So I think that I feel like, and I said this to Ro before, I feel like all of us in some way or form has coerced one of our friends to do something that they just didn't feel comfortable doing. Something probably not as the extremity of touching someone's titty, but have pushed them to do something that they were like, no, I don't want to. I don't feel comfortable. Whether it was just like you was hanging with your boys and he was like, nah, I ain't gonna talk to her. And then you kind of like forced him to do it, like push him out. And it's like you kind of thought it was for the better. It was like it probably made him more nervous or whatever may have you. But I guess it's one of those things like, do you ever think that you've been in a situation where you look back on it now, you kind of think, damn, I don't think that was the greatest move ever. Like the person's not mad at you. They didn't think about it like that, but you're kind of like, You know, I don't. I should have left it alone.
Go ahead, producer, because you a badass influence. Go ahead.
Wow, I'm a badass influence. Why would
Yes,
you
sir.
say such things like that?
Because you are. Go
I
ahead.
am not.
You're a horrible
Mm.
influence.
If I just talk to you and I just help you see the logic in trying things, that is not me being a bad influence.
Is that what you call it?
That is just me helping you get the enlightenment so you can decide on, you know what, I should try.
Okay, so you're basically hello?
Oh, he forgot to pay his phone bill. That is crazy. That is crazy. But of course, I think the Lizzo situation is hilarious from the standpoint of it shows how easy it is as someone just to say something can cause
You got
trouble. Yeah,
disconnected?
definitely.
No, I accidentally hit my mouse and then all of a sudden I ended up at the entrance. Don't
Oh,
ever.
he cut his own phone off. That's what happened.
Wow, that's crazy.
So basically what you're saying is you coerce somebody to get to make the decision that you feel they should make.
No, I don't tell anyone they have to do anything. I'll just help you in
That's the point of coercion. You don't tell them they have to do
No.
it, but it's a suggestion.
It's not even a
Oh,
suggestion.
it's a
I'm like,
suggestion.
hey, this is what can happen if X, Y, and Z happen. But it's up to you.
Oh, it's up to you.
That's literally
Mhm.
coercion. Anyway,
It's not.
that's literally how it goes.
Literally.
But
Like, hey, I
but
feel like you should do X, Y, and Z, but I'm gonna leave that up to you. It's your decision. I feel like
it's
this is
just like
going to be the best outcome
it's
if you
like a
make
wife
this
saying,
decision.
yeah, it's like a wife saying, I'm not saying that you have to clean the garage out, but I'm saying that someone's kitty cat may be very unavailable for the future if it
Mm.
doesn't
Mm.
happen.
Damn, I should start doing that. Oh, sorry.
So it's not telling you to not do it until it's telling you to do it, but it's telling you there could be some consequences,
There'll
repercussions
be some consequences if you don't do
if
it.
you don't do it.
See, but I don't do that. I don't put no consequences to it. I'm like, you don't want to? All right, fine. That's fine. That's short.
But I think that's what I think that what they're saying is that's like the pressure of it, right? It's just like,
Yeah.
I feel if I don't do this, then I'm not going to be able to be in someone's good graces.
Right. Like it's not like
You may not go on
it's
that
not socially
excursion.
acceptable.
Yes.
It's not socially acceptable if you don't make what
Yes.
people think is the right choice to make.
And in the cases of Holly Weird,
Mm.
and I seen someone make a video on TikTok, and she said, she believes that this case will definitely be dismissed very much so quicker than it needs to be, because not for nothing, there's a lot of Hollywood parties that get NDAs signed at the door. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And your phones have to be turned in. You can't get them back
I
until you're leaving. So
feel
they don't
like
do that just because, we're here to have a good time and we don't want anyone to talk about it to the blogs. No,
no,
there is some
because a lot of
weird
shit can be
shit
misconstrued,
going on.
and a lot of shit can be misconstrued. Because think about it, you are this A-list celebrity, okay? And people, regular people, even if they're your dancers, they're still regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are everyday people who don't have the same level of celebrity as you do. So anything could be misconstrued, anything could be, taken out of context, and then they can spin the story however they want to spin it, which I think is what is happening here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think some of this definitely is spinning it in a way to where it appears that Lizzo is the bad guy. And I'm not saying that maybe she didn't say go ahead and just touch her titty. I'm not saying that she never said that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it's coming across as it being more malicious than it actually is.
I think it's more just inside people's head rather than the actual facts of the matter.
Listen, if I was famous, all y'all motherfuckers signing NDAs. You understand me?
But
as soon as you cross the threshold, we gonna take your phone and you signing the NDA. We may not do shit but play Uno all night long, but you're not leaving my house with no information. You understand?
Because I think about it, and this even being put in a simplified stature. At the end of the day, Shorty's your boss. At the end of the day, Shorty is your boss. And I don't care how cool and relaxed and fun-loving your boss is, you have to be responsible for your said actions when you are with them. Because it is nothing that they won't do for a quick little, I'm still your boss. Like, I'm still your whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen it
Mhm.
so many times, and we probably have experienced it, you know, and especially when you have the younger generation or just like our generation coming up, and now people who are our ages are our bosses or are our managers or our supervisors, you know, and we
I'm a
come from the
manager.
same background, we have the same jokes and same memes and blah blah blah, and we get each other because we are that, but that still doesn't take away
Still your
your
boss.
title. You're still my
Mhm.
boss. So I've had some bosses with, they were very cool, calm, clean, you know, I could joke with them about everything, but it was still like, that's, oh goodness. I
All right, so I
can't.
need to go do this over here. Thank you.
Yeah, like I'm not ever gonna get comfortable with you. I'm not ever gonna
Mhm.
be cool enough with you to talk about anything. No office gossip, not who's getting on my nerves, not I think the work is, I'm never gonna be cool enough with you to do none of that. So this is the equivalent of you going out to a bar with your boss and having
Mhm.
maybe one or two drinks, and because you're, you know, the boss said something to you, the boss, you, let's just say you're the boss and you said something to the person like, oh yeah, you know, I really love, and this is what the sexual harassment cases in HRB, okay, and they can simply be like, you know, I really like that red dress you wore the other day, and it could have literally be they like the color, their
Mhm.
wife or husband wore it one time and they loved it or whatever, it's like, I really like that red dress. The next day, can you come into the office because we have a sexual harassment claim against you? And it's like, for what?
Mhm.
Because you said that you liked their red dress.
And let me tell y'all what, HR don't play no games, okay? They not there for y'all. They there for the
Nope.
company. If any way,
Yes.
if anything, in any way, shape, or form is gonna make the company look bad, HR is on that ass.
Cut. We're just gonna cut you right
That's why
here.
you try to make sure you keep yourself out of any instant that you possibly can. Safeguard yourself as much as possible. Here's how I
Mhm.
see it. If they went out and you know how free spirited and sexual revealing, like, you know, Lizzo is as a person, do you
Mhm.
think that you were going to go out for a quiet dinner with some wine and then go back to your hotels by 10 p.m. and go to sleep
Right.
No.
in Germany? Like,
Hell
did you
no.
think that was gonna happen? No,
Hell
of
no.
course not, right? So and I'm not blaming, you know, I don't want to victim blame, but I'm just saying we have to think ahead. We have to start thinking ahead the
Mhm.
game, like thinking ahead of the curve. Because I know I'm a person that I don't feel comfortable doing a lot of like extra or whatever stuff, right? I know how you go. Now, if you say we're just going out to dinner, we're just going to do this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to dinner, blah blah blah. But once I hear, oh, let's go to the district, I'm gonna go back to the room. I'm feeling
I'm gonna
really
go to the
tired.
room.
I'm
Y'all go
feeling
ahead and
really
have
tired.
fun.
I'm just gonna go back to sleep, whatever.
I'm not feeling
But
so well. I think
you,
I need to go lay down.
yes, like
That is
keep
not a work
yourself.
experience. Do you
Yes,
understand?
don't feel no FOMO.
Let me tell you. Hold on.
Don't
Let me
have
tell
no
y'all
fear of
something real
missing
quick.
out. Go
Let me.
back to your hotel, keep your safeguard, and know that you're protecting you at the end of
Are
the
you
day.
about to tell
You
the
know
story
what I'm
thing
about
you
to.
about
You know what story I'm about to tell because not for nothing. Okay. Let me tell you what. So there is. She's not my boss, but she is a very high ranking person on my management team. Okay. And and not necessarily my management team, but just a management team. So we went to a conference, and I'm not going to say where we went to the conference. I'm not going to give up too much information because I don't want people to say anything. But this person drinks a lot, heavily. Okay, so me and Habduser went with me to this conference because we didn't have. I don't think we had the kids. I don't know what had happened, but we were no, we didn't have the kids. It was August,
No.
so we went to this conference and we had it was nice and everything. I went to the conference during the day. Me and Habduser went out at night, and one day we decided to join this official for drinks at the bar, and she did what she was doing, what she was doing best. She was networking and everything with this other very high ranking official at a different department, not even different department, but a
Every
different
state.
company, different state. So we're sitting at the bar and we're chilling, and then out of nowhere, this other man from a different state says, "I bet you two would be wonderful to watch."
Yep.
Out of nowhere, he said,
Yep.
"You
To
guys are."
y'all,
He
Yep.
said, "You guys." He said, "You're beautiful. He said, "I bet you would be beautiful to watch. I'd love to watch you."
Mm-hmm.
We're at a fucking work conference, okay? We just decided to have drinks at the bar to network and shit.
this
And
is
then
the
out
wrong
of
Christmas party.
nowhere,
Not even Christmas party. That's the worst part
I
about it.
know, but that's what I'm saying. This is the
Mm-hmm.
wrong Christmas party.
shit. So Of course, I politely declined, and then we got the fuck up out of there because I didn't know what, like, that shit had already come out of left field. And yeah, that
Because
just
if
like,
you wanted to make it a case, you could have made it a case.
I could have made it a case. And that's the point. I could have made it a case. And that's the point right there. It's like when you go out with these people who you can either work with them, they could be your boss or whatever the case may be. Well, you think it's going to be one way,
Hold
it
up,
could
hold
be
up.
a completely
You,
different way.
you dumbed it down because the other person also made the comment like, yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
the person who works with me also made the comment and said, yeah, they would be lovely to watch. They're so beautiful.
yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, then
So yeah, even back then, you know, people, you know, always want us to put on a show for them. So you know,
Oh my
that
dear God, he just had to tie that into. He just had to say,
that
didn't he?
that
Yes.
that is crazy. But for the last like 8 or minutes or so, because this is very quick. Like it's not like a we need to talk about it more kind of thing because it's like we all know how annoying this is. But
Mm.
any person who literally throws a tantrum over not getting pussy is going to be a weirdo in my mind forever.
Wait,
Like
I feel like there's a backstory. What?
yes, there
Mm.
has been a multitude of men that have thrown a tantrum with me because I've either said no,
you know what?
not
Yeah.
right now, and
You
I've
know
told
what?
some stories on here too.
Hold on. I got you. I got a video that I posted that it kind of goes long, but it doesn't. But we'll see.
Mhm.
So I'm going
No,
to share
you
this.
talking about that one with Rico? Is that
Talking
his
about
name?
the 90-day rule.
Yeah, no, this ain't the same. Go ahead. What did you say? Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm just saying I've told some stories here and everything like that, but I seen something that kind of like triggered me about it. Is I will never understand how a man. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't the same.
Okay, where did the sound go? Oh,
Days before he takes you out on a date. You need to wait 90 days before he spends a single dollar on you. You need to go ahead and talk to him every day or however often for 90 days before he decides to invest in you as you are going to be invested in him. For a man to vet you, it is the standard to spend money. Okay, for me to get your time, I have to spend money somewhere. In most cases, I gotta take you on a Capitol Grill.
This ain't what she talking about.
I gotta take
It's
you at a
not it.
place that you deem is
No,
valuable
but-
for you to sit at, right? Which is gonna cost me money instead of saying, hey, you know what? The realistic thing is, if we just sat here and talked to each other for 90 days, and I'm like, okay, cool. If I FaceTime you, I can't FaceTime you more than, once or twice a week unless I had actually started to invest money in you for 90 days. I'm wrong. So I'm not saying that your box is in exchange for money. What I'm saying is that for me to actually get your time, I have to spend money. But yeah, I can spend your money and get your time, but never get nothing out of it. Is not fair to a man. If I say,
so would these be one of those kind of the people you're talking about? No. This is one of those people you're talking about that's butthurt about,
Okay, no, it's not the same, but that is a very good
example.
portion of it. I will say in cases like this, when a person wants to bring up the 90-day rule, the 90-day rule, I don't even know if that was brought up by a woman, to be honest. I think that
It wasn't. It was brought up by a man.
It was brought up by a man. So yeah, there's that. So them literally being mad at women for following a man's word is hilarious.
I was about to say, y'all niggas need to be mad at Steve Harvey,
hilarious.
okay? Because he's the one who was talking about some 90-day probation.
Okay, because here's my thing. When it comes to the 90-day rule, very quickly, when it comes to the 90-day rule, it's not saying my box isn't worth anything until you show me for 90 days that you want me. Because guess what? You can screw me, and then on day 91, you're gone. Some men will literally be like, cool, I'll wait 90 days. I'm talking to 8 other bitches. I'm going to do 8 other bitches, and I'll wait for you. I'll get to day 90, and then, yeah, I'm off this. I'm going day 91. I just wanted to say that I hit it. That's it, right? So you waiting 90 days is not going to do anything beneficial for you. What it is going to do is boost your head that this man is waiting for me and I'm worth this and you're worth whatever you put yourself out there as. Okay. However you market yourself as is what your worth is. So it doesn't matter if you wait 90 days, 2 days, 24 hours. It doesn't matter because what you put out there is how a person will come and approach you. So if a man comes to you and says, hey, I want to, what's up? I want to link up. I want to blah, 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 blah. You can just calmly say, okay, cool. We can talk. You're not giving them automatically, hey, 90 days. You gotta wait
The
90 days for this
non-normative
cat.
virtues we've
No
already.
one has to say that. Nobody has to say that. You can literally just talk to the dude. You can literally talk to the dude. And if he brings up sex way too often for you, and you're like, all right, bro, we haven't even talked about, I haven't even brought up anything sexual, and you're bringing it up like once, twice a week, or trying to make it, then that obviously gives you the insinuation that maybe he just doesn't want to just hang out and be cool with you. Maybe he just really wants to fuck you. You can take that as your own rule in your mind without saying it and go, I'm out. You brought up sex like way too many times and it's made me uncomfortable. So now I know what you're here for, I'm not here for. So now I'm gonna be on my business. You can make that up for you without saying it. Like you can have any rule you want for yourself while you're dating without saying it. So that way it doesn't come off like he has or she has like a what is it? Something to try, like to win. Like it's a goal. Because some people will get to that 90-day and be like, so what's up? What we doing? And it's like, slow down, crackhead. We didn't like let's
Not
chill out for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying you can make a rule without saying it. Like your first date shouldn't be, I'm doing the 90-day rule. Is that a problem for you? Yes, it is. Because why'd you tell me? That it sounds dumb. Yes, but it lets me know. What if I don't want to know how long it's going to take you to see how far it is you're going to go to really advance towards me? Obviously, everybody be horny and be wanting to have sex and da 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 da. And if you're feeling a person, you're going to have that intimate feelings with each other. That's fine. But if that's your rule in your mind, you want to like see how long it takes for a person to like say, I can't do this no more. I need me some sexes. Then maybe let's not say out the gate I'm on a 90-day rule. Like that's stupid. But besides that, what I was saying is I've seen and have dealt with, and even currently, where I've told a dude like, yeah, I'm not really trying to fuck, or like, yeah, we can talk. Let me get comfortable with you, blah, blah, blah. And when I say no, or if I'm like, not really, not right now, it's like silence, radio silence. I told you guys about the dude who I was over at his house, and my man literally got off top of me and put his sleep mask on to take it. Is that you?
Sorry. No, that was me. Go ahead.
Okay. Or the dude who I told you, it was literally at his house and he got off of me and put his sleep mask on. Like literally was just like threw a tantrum. Like, oh no, it's fine. It's super annoying. Like, I don't get why y'all do that. And I don't know, like I know women who have done it too. And I'm like, if you don't go to Adam and Eve or some other store and get something and catch a grip, like it is not that serious for you to throw a tantrum because you're not getting your body pleased by another person. Now you can be upset, like, oh man, it's been like a year or something because I haven't found someone who I've deemed worthy enough to have me. That's totally different. But if you go to a person and say, yo, can I touch on the sheets for you real quick? And they're like, no, and you're like, now you're doing subtweets and throwing hissy fits and all this other back and forth. Like, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. What'd you say, Dream, at the last second? If a woman brings up the 90-day rule, I'm marrying her at the end because now we're more connected more deeply. Yeah, that
ain't tracking either.
Yeah.
But it's a nice try. It was a nice try.
It was cute. It was
I
cute.
mean, that might be how he feel about it. You know, like everybody's approach on this 90-day rule is different. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what? At that 90 days, and I say, oh, I'm on the 90-day rule, right? If we get to day 90, 91, whatever we plan for and everything, and I get whack strokes, not only have you disappointed me, I punished myself going 90 days without dick because I thought it was something. That's why I really don't understand how people get married without having sex. I really, really, really don't understand it. And maybe because their mental is higher and their religious stature is higher in their mind, so that way they can just, I don't need it. Their love is enough for me. And your love is enough for me, but your love down under is greatly appreciated too.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, what if the stroke game is whack, but the head game is fire?
I would rather the reverse.
You would rather the reverse?
Why would I want?
I get that too, though, because penetration is everything.
Head but bad strokes.
Penetration is everything.
What's the point of you having it?
I need to feel you where I need to feel you.
Yeah, and I need to feel you all up in the guts. I don't want to just feel your wet ass, hot ass mouth on my body. I need to feel like I'm getting fucked like I deserve
You
to.
gotta enjoy head because I think it's awesome.
No, I love head. I love it when it's done great. Actually, recently I just got told that they were like, "Damn, man, I hate the like, don't be mad because you got, I would be upset too if I got BV. Like, you just got the best vagina." And I was like, "Wow, you turned that around," and I love it. And now you're gonna get slobbed even more.
Well,
So it's just
Dream, if you're part of the Discord, you can always talk about it,
in the Discord
aftercare when we leave out.
Yeah, but regardless of the fact, it is very immature and very annoying, especially when it's a grown ass man acting like a little bitch because he didn't get vagina. It's super unattractive. Like, you could be top 10 in my pick. Like, like you could be top 2. Because we always talk about like how people are inwards, outwards, and whatever may have you. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. And
I'm just saying,
I still need that pumpage.
I'm
more
just
than I need
saying,
that.
guys can also say no to a girl too. She
that's
really throws a tantrum because she'll start, oh, you gay nigga,
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
gay.
saying. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I feel like it's so
He's
immature.
CEO.
He
I didn't even know it was him.
Yeah, it's him.
You know what? Hats off to you, sir, because you in there faithfully every
Tuesday with different broads every time.
Listen, I got questions about your Google searches, but hey,
he said that he's a chesticles man. He's a very much a chesticles man.
Okay, chesticles.
He's a very chesticles man, and we love to see it. Thank you very much. Now, if there's somebody else who's a very beautiful person and wants to, post it on Wagon Wednesdays, that would be grand.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. If we could have a Titty Tuesday and Wagon Wednesday. Wow.
Yo, why have I not been getting these notifications?
Because you don't go in the Discord like you're supposed to.
No, I'm in the Discord, but like, are my notifications off?
You don't go. I think you don't go in it. Even if I don't have notifications, I'm going in it. Yeah.
No, I'm saying when I get a notification that something happened, I'll go in and check and see what's going on. I've been getting no notifications.
That's the point that we're saying. Even when we don't get notifications, we still go into it.
You still go in it.
Ah, I see what happened.
I see we're ignoring everything that we're
completely ignoring it.
It's okay. Anyways, y'all, it's your girl Chase C. Hayes. No matter how you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth, you can catch me on Sundays at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Tap In, only on Spark FM. BT Dubs, if you're in the Massachusetts area, Spark the Block. Spark FM is having their Spark the Block on September 3rd. We're going to have Beanie Man and Trina performing. So come on out and enjoy yourself. All the information is on my Instagram at Katie Taste Sweet. And because your best friend's baby mama daddy told your uncle and cousin and them, and he said, "I see you, nephew," at the barbecue, so you know the pussy good. So you can follow me at Instagram.
Why her ass can't just say because it's true and go on about her business?
No, that's not her.
And you can also follow me. My baby mother's sister-in-law, cousin Tracy, and some more shit. Like, come on now.
Because that's how word gets around. Don't be a hater all your life. And then on Instagram, on TikTok, you can find me at CHAYESINC. In a recent video of mine about that fight that we talked about earlier is going crazy. Within an hour, within an hour and a half, I had 11,000 views. So I don't know what it's doing right now, but a lot of people have just came into the live like one after another, like, yo, this is so crazy. So yeah, follow me there. Boopity boop bop boom.
No, but that fight went crazy though. But yeah, what's up? It's your girl Royal. You guys can always catch me here, and you can always catch me on Tuesdays on YouTube Live as well on Snack and Flick at what time is this? 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. You can also find me on TikTok and IG as Royal_KP.
It's your boy Hub Deucey here, aka Dragon Show. You can catch me here as you see us every Sunday. You catch me Snack and Flick on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, depending on how it falls
depending
out.
On how the day falls.
Yeah.
Other than that, you may see me around. I don't know. I'm working on some things.
I don't post on social media, so I don't even worry.
I don't post on social media.
Drop the Discord link.
I've already did that. I did that a while ago.
Do it again. It's the end of the show. You're supposed to do it again when we're in.
Do it again. Bop, 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 and I'll do it again.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Follow us. Come into the Discord. So that way we can have this little aftercare special, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Good night, y'all.
Mother.